The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person in America is the black woman.
I don't feel safe. Clap if you feel safe. Oh.
No one.
Well.
Black women and girls are the least protected group of people in the world, yet we are always standing up for and defending everyone else.
Hi, is your daddy there? Is your daddy here?
Yeah, he's in the shower.
Okay. Close the door then. You close the door. And lock the door back and tell him I'll be out here. Okay, lock the door. Lock the door. And go take your daddy on outside, okay?
Nobody's going to defend alternative kids more in middle school than the group of black girls that they went to elementary school with. Like, those girls literally saved kids' lives, and I am so appreciative of them. Because when I was in middle school, I used to get picked on a lot. Very much, the alternative weird little gay kid, and everybody wanted to mess with me. But there was a specific group of black girls that I went to elementary school with who, if they heard people making fun of me or whatever, they were going to defend me. And, they would defend me faster than, my friends would defend me. And, we were not super close. We were friends, but, we were not, best friends. We were not, talking every single day. But
I've heard this story several times from alternative guys and gals. And I wonder, could it possibly be because nobody protected us? When we were in middle school and high school, nobody was calling us. Oh, my bad. Yes, they were. But nobody defended us. But we knew what it was like for nobody to defend us.
Tea is exceptionally good today.
Because as he said, even his own friends wouldn't defend him as quickly as the black girls did. Because we know what it feels like when nobody defends you. When you're on your own, because the people that are supposed to defend you, your friends, they side with the other people because they want to fit in and be cool.
One of the toughest things about being a black woman for me is how I naturally defend others when I see someone being mistreated. It's instinctive. I speak up, I protect, I hold space. Most black women I know are like this. Black women defend and protect everyone. But rarely does anyone defend and protect us. We often show up for people who wouldn't even whisper a word for us, and this reality is so exhausting.
Black women are the protectors of children and people in general. So I don't know if you haven't seen this video, but basically this woman was finna do a video for social media, I guess, and she had a car door open, she was finna get out of the car. Then she turns her face and this little white tea baby comes around, basically peeking her head around, seeing what's going on, and it scared the woman. So the woman was like, where's your mama? Why are you out here? Just showing genuine concern for the child, for the safety of the child. So at the end of the video, the black woman, she cuts the video, but she walked the baby home. She was like, we finna go get you home. We finna get you home to mommy. Come on, let's go. If you want protection, you go to a black woman. Black women are safe spaces. Black women in general are protectors of children and people. Point blank period. Y'all have a good one.
But when black women need protection, we are met with every excuse in the book. People prefer to record our suffering instead of stepping in to help, or at the very least, de-escalating the situation.
Try to touch my sister. Try to fucking touch my sister. Try to touch my sister. Try to touch my sister. Right here, baby. Try to touch my sister. Try to touch my sister. See what fucking happens. You try to touch my sister. Go for it. Try it, bitch. Try to touch my sister. Try to touch my sister. I'm nosy. She's right here. Where you going, honey? She's right here. Yeah. It's not fair. The guy is hitting her. Okay, let's see. Why are you recording? Why?
Can't speak too much as that, but I feel like somebody would have intervened. Whereas Black women, as Malcolm X said, we are the most disrespected and neglected demographic, and nobody comes to our aid. It's like even our Black men sometimes tend to tear us down, and we had kind of went into that before the podcast, just talking about Black women feel very unsupported. I'm not just talking about myself. I'm talking about all of us. Like we feel like we don't get protection, which kind of goes into what you were saying with the gun violence. That's a huge part of why you see gun violence rates rising in the Black women community. Is because we feel like nobody comes to our aid when we need it. But there is something that's going on where we do not have people coming to the aid of Black women. In fact, they're not only coming to the aid, they're abusing it.
The reasons given by the majority of people, especially Black men, for why they choose not to protect Black women is quite disheartening and honestly irrational, steeped in emotion and lacking in any intellectual thought, statistical backing, or simple nuance. Arguments reeking of misogyny.
They ain't got no man. Black woman ain't got no man, so who protecting her? They goddamn right they ain't protected. Go get a man, bitch. That's how you get protected. Your man protect you. Your brother protect you. I'm not just protecting no strange Black woman. My woman gonna be mad at a motherfucker I'm out here helping another bitch. No, get your woman, Black woman. That's how you get protection. But Black women say they don't need no man, right? I don't need no man. Then you don't need protection. Go get your gun then if you ain't got protection. Most Black women don't even have a gun, don't know how to shoot a gun. They tell their sons not to sell now. So let your son grow up. He go kill somebody. You do got some protection. But you can't find no man that's gonna protect your sister. For one, the Black woman don't submit enough for a man that want to lay his life down for her. The Black man don't have enough access to his Black children from Black women. If they want the protection, look at your home girl and your sister. Them say, listen, y'all, we got to lighten up on these niggas. Girl, just go take the kids over there. Stop take the barriers away from them and watch what these Black boys do for you. Watch what these Black men do for your sisters.
Reason why Black women don't feel protected by Black men is because Black women run their mouth too much. They talk too much. They yell, they scream. They have a mouth. And they get very disrespectful. They don't know how to control their tongue. So Black man is saying, if you're going to put yourself in harm's way, why should I get in that? Why, if you're loud talking a man, you get disrespectful, why should he intervene? That's why Black women do not feel protected by Black men. Because Black men saying you talk too much. You need to pipe down and quiet your mouth. And a lot of women feel they could actually fight a man. And no, you can't fight a man. Do you hear me? You can't fight a man. You don't have the strength. So Black men leave you to take some licks. That's why a lot of you guys are getting hit by Black men and you don't feel protected. Because Black men say you run your mouth too much. That's why Black men don't protect Black women. Facts.
Explain why good Black women who go against the awful Black women are also going unprotected by men. Because they don't know you. It's no longer a trust thing. You just can't, they can't take that chance. And like even like my husband, if he's going down the road and he sees a car pulled over or a flat tire and some young girls there, they can't even trust that. Because it could be a setup. Very easy. We've seen it on here where girls are, bringing guys to the house and there's a bunch of dudes waiting to rob him. They don't know you. And some still take the bait. Others are not taking that chance. Because there's been too many cases of people getting hurt when all they were trying to do was help. So it's not personal. I'll say that. It is not a personal thing. Like, I'm just not going to protect her. They don't know you. The same way if a man just randomly came up to you, you don't know them. it's no longer the community that it used to be. Because now, if you aren't handsome enough, women don't want to be helped. If I don't desperately need you to change this tire or jumpstart my car, I don't need something from you right then and there, I'm going to treat you like trash. And nobody wants to take that chance anymore. Nobody wants to do that anymore. Why should they? Because so many times it ends in tragedy. It's no different than when you tell your sons, when the police pull you over, you need to do A, B, C, D. Is this a good cop or a bad cop? I don't know, but I'm not taking that chance. So it's not personal.
The only black women that get protected over here are the black women that love and respect black men. Now, the black women that call us bullet bags, y'all can protect them. The black woman that was laughing at Kevin Samuels when he passed away, y'all can protect them. The ones that said they get turned on when they see police officers unalive black men, y'all can protect them. Again, the only black women that get protection from over here are the black women that love and respect black men. That's it, that's all.
This really breaks my heart because I have a black husband and I'm raising a black son. And to even really hear how we as black women view black men, y'all really laughed and cheered on Kevin Samuels no longer being here. Like, that is sick. That is a sick place for us to be so hateful to a black man that we're going to clap and cheer that he's no longer here. Because I don't want to hear him speaking the truth anymore. This terrifies me for my son. To walk out in the world as an adult in the next 10 to 12 years and have to be seen in that way by the women who look like his mother, the women who look like his sister, the women who look like his grandmother, the women who have loved him all his life. He's going to walk out into the world and have so much hate that we view our black men like this. But again, as he said, we want protection. Why would we be protected by men who we think they are the bottom of the bottom? Why would they want to run to our rescue? My husband was just saying this about a scenario at work. Like, it could be a woman at work that respects all the men there, doesn't give them any problem, has a nice attitude, and they want to go to bat to help her. They want to go to bat to give her whatever she need, or if she got a problem, something happening. They'll do it. But if it's a woman who looks down on men, who says men are the scum of the earth, who says men ain't nothing, they ain't good for nothing, they can't be nothing, they never gonna be nothing, why would we help her? Don't be in that situation where nobody wants to help you. Don't be in a situation where a black man will keep it moving when he sees you in harm's way. Don't be in that situation. This is so sad. It really breaks my heart. It really does.
Oh, she make a point. A lot of guys don't step to men like they step to women, but a lot of women gotta understand you can't talk to a man like you a man. Once you yell and scream a buck up at a guy, that puts a man in a defense mode, whether you female or male. The body doesn't even recognize that once they get irate to a point. But guess what? It's not other men's job to protect you. Let me tell you, it's not other black men's job. It's not other men's job to protect you. This is why the Bible tells you to go find a husband. You know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all just watch? Yes, I'm gonna watch. I'm not about to throw my life on the line for a woman I don't know. Especially, she looked like a dude. No disrespect. I say that respectfully with the red hair. The nose. I know that's not our job. Y'all, y'all talk to people any type of way. Y'all swing on the dude. Did y'all see the girl that was beating up the dude at Planet Fitness, the worker? That's how y'all act. We don't protect that. We protect what's ours, our daughters, our mothers, our wives, our, even girlfriends. You know what I'm saying? Our homeboy, wives or kids, if they within our vicinity or stuff, the children in the neighborhood, that's who we protect. The old ladies, you know what I'm saying? That was old law. It's not our job to protect y'all, independent, liberated, single, ninja type women. No, it ain't your job to protect them.
And those are their strongest arguments. But with a little thought and some research, one could easily debunk every last one of them.
Black men are only the protectors of the black women that they know, then riddle me this. why are our domestic violence rates so high compared to everyone else's? If you didn't know, domestic violence is physical, emotional, psychological, financial, and sexual abuse done to a person by their intimate partner, like their boyfriends or husbands. And about 41% of Black women have or will experience domestic violence at some point in her life, compared to 30% for her white peers. If Black men are the protectors of the Black women that they know, then why is it that Black women are 3 times more likely to be unalived by their partner compared to any racial group? If Black men are the protectors of the Black women that they know, then why are 17% of Black women SA'd by their partners? Why is it that 90% of the Black women that are unalived by someone that they know, and 56% of those women are unalived by their partners or former partners? Why is it that Black women are unalived at a rate of 4.4 per 100,000 people compared to 1 or 2 for everybody else? These stats are just the stats that we have. Domestic violence in the Black community is incredibly underreported. And why is it that despite all of these stats and all of the examples we see in our daily lives, people are still going to get in the comment section, pretend like these stats don't exist, and continue to blame Black women like they have for years and years and years?
This man dived into freezing water to save a dog that was not his. This man braved the might of Hurricane Ian to save a cat that he did not even know. And the video went viral, and he also now raises funds for displaced pets. And these people have gone viral for going into a war zone and rescuing lion cubs to bring them home to the United States and give them sanctuary. And these men, they went viral for rescuing goats that were stuck in a ditch. And another case of men rescuing a dog from a frozen lake, only to find out that it was a wolf. And this man went viral for rescuing a wolf that he did not even know, who had his leg stuck in a trap. And this is Asia Houston, and she was assaulted on the campus of Alabama State University by a football player who knocked 2 of her teeth out of her mouth, and not even the police came to her assistance. They told her she had to go down to municipal court and file charges on a Monday. Did I mention that that happened on Saturday? And this is Rhoda Osman. And after being hit by a brick in Houston, Texas, outside of a club where she filmed the failure of men to intervene on her behalf, she was made to present evidence of the police report she filed, evidence of page upon pages upon pages of medical reports that she had been to the hospital on the date in question. Then she had to provide itemized deduction costs from her GoFundMe page, detailing the cost of that emergency room visit, and still people reported her GoFundMe page. People that donated nothing to it, by the way. So you mean to tell me not only will you all fail to protect Black women, but you will make videos of animals being rescued and the rescuer putting themselves in danger go viral? Black women can't even get protection from men like those stray animals did. And they can't even get their missing, beaten, or murdered cases viral.
I'm just gonna say this. I would never feel bad, like, for men, and definitely Black men. I would not feel bad because the amount of trauma that Black women go through, we should be out here killing people. We should be either killing people or unaliving ourselves. But some way, somehow, we make it through. And I would never feel bad for Black men because y'all be in these families with Black male worshipers and pick me bitches who worship y'all. And y'all have everything at y'all fucking fingertips. Meanwhile, Black women, especially who have pick-me-ass families and moms and aunts and grandmas who would go out their way not to help her, right? But y'all have all that at y'all fucking fingertips and y'all still fail. Y'all have the whole patriarchy at y'all fingertips and still fail. It's fucking pathetic, honestly. I'm gonna keep it above. It's pathetic. It's very pathetic. I don't have sympathy for y'all. While black women sit up here, and I'm talking about from all ages, young as fuck, you know, middle age, older, like, have to pull ourselves up by the fucking bootstraps. Have to mend our soul back together. And still find a way to make it out. But y'all can't.
I think a lot of black women, they walk around almost like, you know, as people say, a cat that is with his back against the wall. You know, they always say, no, you know, you never attack a cat when it's, you know, its back is against the wall. And I think that's how black women see it. They see that there's nobody there to protect them, whether it's men, whether it's women, whether it's society. And so they lash out at everyone.
That's true.
But for a lot of white women, they see the world as a dangerous place that they have to fight, but they don't see their man as a place where they have to fight. And so they immediately, like you just said, they zip into their feminine when they're around their man because they know the man will protect them.
That's interesting.
But for a lot of black women, they don't feel like anybody's going to protect them.
There are a small percentage of people who actively defend black women, usually a handful of hetero black men, majority gay men, but largely it's other black women.
Why are you so close to me?
Okay, back up.
Like, why are you so close to me?
What happened? I'm not front, bro. Keep that shit pushing, nigga.
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
One of the things that I find funny is that men who come out in defense of black women, they get called panders and simps, such as myself, you know. That don't really mean nothing to me, but that's what they call us, right? And not only that, they show, these men show very hostile type behaviors. A lot of aggression is being shown. When I see you, it's up, bro. How you going against the BLK man, bro? We kings, bro, all that stuff. But when I see, now, I just wonder, where is that same type of energy towards the men who get on here every day? And they always got something negative to say about the women who give birth to them. I just, where is that type of smoke for that, man? It's non-existent. It is non-existent. These men get up here and disrespect black women all day, every day. Nothing is shown to them. Y'all label the men who do that as truth tellers, truth speakers. Well, they just bringing truth to a problem that we face, bro. For real, bro. They degrade the women. They make mass generalizations about the women. And y'all don't have that type of smoke.
I remember the one time my cousin broke this dude's jaw for calling me a bitch. It was crazy. So this one dude, he hella tall, like 6'5", you know, big ass dude, and not buff, but like still like towering over me type of tall. And he just kept calling me a bitch, like constantly, like every other fucking word was bitch this and that bitch and hey bitch. So I was just like, whatever, I'm not about to get into it with this dude, you know, telling him like don't call me that, and he just continues to call me that. So he was doing it mainly not in front of my cousin, because I don't even think he knew that that was my cousin, but still, like, why are you calling some random girl a bitch like that many times and you don't even know her and she did nothing to you to even validate that? But you know, I just kept blowing it off, and that's when he said it in front of him, and he was like, hold up, don't call her that, like, don't call her a bitch. And you know, that should have been it. You know, he should have stopped if he knew better. But you know, I guess he thought since my cousin is like 5'8", like, you know, who the fuck is you, whatever, you know. So he continued to call me a bitch. So at that point I was just like, you know what, bump this, I'm going downstairs. And then my cousin puts his hand like to tell me basically back up, and then he puts his hands up and is just like, look, I don't want no problems, I don't want no problems. And he's backing up while he's saying this. So I'm backing up. I end up hitting like one of their little chairs or whatever that basically sat me down, because I'm still kind of tipsy. So I basically sat down at this point because there's nowhere else to back up to. My cousin is just like, I don't want no problems. And then the dude comes to him and swings at him, right? He missed. And then my cousin, one connect straight to the jaw, like straight to the jaw. I heard the fucking bones break. And if you ain't never heard bones break, like, you'll never forget that sound. So I'm like, oh shit, I think he broke his jaw. So I'm just like, oh shit, like, I've never experienced that in my life. And I'm not talking about like watching or witnessing a fight or even being in a fight or whatever, but it was more so of someone protecting me. And it's just like a weird, like, acknowledgement of like, damn, you've never been protected. Like, you've always had to either be like, okay, whatever, I'm walking away for my safety, you know, or having to defend myself. Like, literally, it's always been just on me. I've never been like actually protected. Like 2 days later, my cousin gets a phone call from the dude's sister, and she calls him, and she's like, look, I don't want any problems, you know, I don't want this to be taken any further. We don't want that, you know, I'm apologizing on his behalf. He can't talk right now because his mouth, you know, he had to get wired, you know, his jaw had to get wired shut. So he was basically like Kanye West, you know, sipping straw through, you know what I'm saying? So, wired, okay, y'all, 3 months wired for calling me a bitch.
I was going to let this go, but then I changed my mind, okay? When y'all were attacking my sexuality because I was defending black women, tell me, what was that about? Because it was coming from the same demographic that claims that they don't hate black women, but you're attacking me for defending black women. And then also, what does my sexuality have to do with me being able to defend black women? I asked this question in one of my previous videos, but I'm going to ask it again. Do you have to fuck a black woman to defend one? Do you have to be getting something from a black woman to defend one? I wasn't aware of that. Because the way I saw it was that if you love black women and you want to protect black women, then you're going to defend them. I wasn't aware that I had to be diving into the ocean in order to talk a little shit. I didn't know that.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. And any nation that disrespects its women is a nation that is doomed to fall. Protect her, honor her.
Because of centuries of being devalued, disrespected, neglected, and unprotected, many black women have decided to take a different route. They are resting and preserving their energy and protection for themselves and one another.
I loved this video. Did y'all see that coordinated attack? There was one that came from behind the service counter with the hoop earrings. Then another one came in from behind off camera, and she was waving somebody else in. Because, yeah, black women know. Look, white women, white men, and sometimes even our own black men are not going to stand up and protect us. Sometimes we are all that we have left. And just like the Black Girl Follow train, we ready to support our sisters. So if we need to box, then we gonna box in order to support our black sisters.
But he ain't trying to mess up that check. Just like you. You don't defend black women.
A white man, Gary Owens, told this man, you don't protect black women. And he laughed from the depths of his motherfucking soul. Man, black women, I hope y'all are paying attention. Please stay diligent. Please stay strapped. And please protect each other when you can. Because they're not going to do nothing for us. Not ever.
Hey, yo, I got no chill, and I'm going to keep it all the way real, right? So, black women are some of the most underrated people in our society. In my opinion, I don't think they'll get enough credit. You know, they're some of the most intelligent. You know, they got to go through, you know, a lot of adversity, not only for being a woman, but for being a black woman. And in my opinion, man, I don't think we show them enough love, you know. Now, mind you, I'm not discrediting any other women of any other race, ethnicity. I love all my women out there, but I just want to make this, you know, TikTok talking about my sisters out there. You know, keep doing your thing. You know, I'm married to a black woman, but with her for 19 years. I'm not trying to brag. Been married to her for 12. I'm not trying to brag. But I just want to make this showing love to y'all sisters out there. Keep doing your thing. I'm rooting for y'all. Peace.